Good evening YouTube, welcome back to the Cupboard of Games, and I hope everybody is having a fantastic week. Now, I can hear you from behind the screen yelling at me, what the hell's he doing? Putting out another video this soon. We don't hear from Nath Retro for 2 weeks. He didn't put out a video last week, and then he mashes 2 weeks together in some kind of fevered dream of rants and raving about some kind of person at a car boot selling an Xbox and not giving him a price and ranting on for half an hour. What's he doing putting out another video in the middle of the week? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing putting out another video in the week. The reason I'm putting out another video is because I have a fantastic little pickup to show you that didn't make it into the last video because I picked it up too late, and I don't want to delay it any longer because then it'll be in with Doncaster's video and then it'll get lost. So it's good enough for a video on its own, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, if I've done my job right in the thumbnail, you will know what this is. But we'll do this, it's a little bit of a story with this, so we'll jump into this. So on my way back from said car boot sale on Sunday, I went to a yard sale which was on in a nearby village to where I live. Now, if you're not American or you don't have yard sales where you are, because I don't know, some people might not. I said to one person, they said, what's a yard sale? I'm not going to name any names, but instead of people driving with their belongings to a field or a car park or a landing strip somewhere and paying a pitch to sell their things to people who congregate at said area, they just sell them from their own garage. And so you wander around people's garages, houses, just aimlessly looking for these ones, because not everybody does it. So you wander around villages, through cul-de-sacs, through hedges, through dikes and ditches, trying to find houses that are selling stuff. Not quite as bad as that, but you know, wander around for about 3 miles and find a few select houses which have items for sale. But I had a good feeling about this particular yard sale. There was one house I wanted to go to. I didn't have time to do the trek around the whole village, and there are people who just drive around, jump out the car, jump in, drive around some more. Don't like doing that, but it is a good way to kind of get around it. But I only wanted to go for this one house. I'll tell you for why. This one particular house that I went to last year was an absolute gold mine of goodness. So I got there first last year, and I was first to the post, and it had a box on the floor, a cardboard box, and in said box there were games that were all £1 each, and these were games you just do not see. There were Dreamcast games in there, there was Game Boy games in there, there was GameCube games in there, PlayStation games in there, and these are not rubbish titles. They had all the Spyro games, I think I got for £1 each, Final Fantasy, decent Game Boy games like Mario and things like that. I got Jet Set Radio, Quake, I think they had a Tomb Raider, those are Dreamcast games. And yeah, £1 each for all of these, and I was happy as Larry. I just grabbed all the best stuff for myself, and I knew from my tenner I'd spent, I got about 60-70 quid worth of games, credit or otherwise. I was absolutely elated. And what made it better on this particular day is the guy that I say is the reseller who I bought to the NES a few videos back. Remember him? If you don't, go back and watch my videos. I'm not telling you the story again. Anyway, he was there, but he arrived just as I picked out all the games and bought them, looking over my shoulder, and the best stuff had just gone. So I was absolutely elated, one, for finding all these things, and two, I made it my mission to beat him to everything on my turf at my car boot sale, and I've beaten him to this fantastic find. So I was chuffed to bits. But we'll park that there for a minute. We'll leave that there. So I wanted to go back to this particular one house and see if they had anything this year. I had a good feeling that they would. So I went back, and there was a lady who was outside the house, and I said to her, you had some games last year, will you be selling any more this year? And she goes, oh, there was my son's games, he's dropping along later, if you come back in a bit, somebody's asked about something else that's already here that's his that they want to buy. So I was like, okay, fair enough. So I hung around for maybe sort of 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes had gone. I saw a man and woman walking up a drive with a box full of stuff. So straight away I was like, I'm in here, I'm going for it. And I was bang on the money to wait around and to go back, because I've got this huge box of goodness, which, if I've done the thumbnail right, you will know exactly what it is. But without rabbiting on too much, we'll just crack into this. So first of all, we'll pull out a Spectrum 48K, which unfortunately is in 2 pieces. Now, I'm pretty sure this ribbon cable is knackered, and I don't know why, but somebody's tried to pull on the metal cover, and there's no screws holding this together. There's no screws even in the box. It does not post. I don't know if that's because it needs a tape deck in it, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, it's not in the best condition, this one. But as well as that, there was in there a Spectrum Plus, which does post but doesn't have any of the kind of loading like buttons or anything to press enter to continue to load tape or anything. And yeah, if anybody knows, anybody who fixes these, anybody who can diagnose these, get them sorted, let me know. I know there are people on eBay who you can put it to, but I think even at best they're about 50 quid each. 50 quid on both of those, a bit more than I want to spend. It's going to be 50 quid plus the parts. So yeah, but it probably didn't do any favours that the power brick, which is here, there's been some interesting work happened on this at some point. So if you can see, we've got the cables been cut, spliced, not even well, like put together, twisted, no fire hazard there whatsoever. Absolutely sound. Look at that. Yeah, just you lick the end of that when you plug it into the mains and it works. Yeah, this is the power cable, and that was held into the back of the Plus with a piece of plastic, so it doesn't fit particularly well. So I don't know what kind of damage it might have done to the inside of the electrics and that, but I'm not an expert. So if anybody knows somebody who can repair these, let me know. If anybody in the comments can repair them, please get in touch, because I hate seeing broken things. I'd so much rather they were fixed, up and running and things like that, especially with things like this. It's absolutely amazing. It's horrible to see them in a state like that. But it wasn't just those consoles in there. I've got an absolute shed load of games here. So I'll try and fit these on my knee, because this is a big old box full of games which we're going to go through, and I'll try and show them off the best as I can, but we'll go through them all the time. Oh, there is also this in there which goes in the serial port at the back for joysticks. I think maybe for the original Spectrum, yeah, because it didn't have any joysticks ports, but that's pretty corroded as well, so that might clean up by DK-Ronics, whatever that is, but yeah, that's in a pretty bad way as well. But that might clean up, we'll see. But the main reason I wanted it was for all these fantastic games here, because I do have a real soft spot for Spectrum, and the games and the artwork is just fantastic. So we'll have a look through these. So we'll go through. First up we have from Mastertronic, Locomotion. Look at that. Crazy times. Fantastic. This guy's putting the track down while the other guy's trying to like drive over it on his little track. Very, very cool. We have Wanted Monty Mole, Gremlin Graphics. Oh, franchise game, KP Skips, Action Biker, Clumsy Colin. Now that looks fantastic. Mr. Birdsall, Dave, have you played this game? If you have, tell me. It looks fantastic. It definitely looks like it wants a good old play on that one. Next up, Spectrum Safari. With not so much a safari, but just an angry looking snake on a beach. At least it looks like a beach. But all the same, pretty cool. Another Mastertronic game, Soul of a Robot. classic game. Lunar Jetman, another quality game. I don't know what's going on here, but we have Percy the Potty Pigeon, who is throwing eggs that are either exploding or causing cars to explode as they drop them. Just fantastic artwork on that. I love the old school game artwork. It's just so absolutely random on Spectrum Games. They don't give a monkeys about copyright. They didn't give two hoots who they ripped off or offended, or just how random the artwork was. And that's just probably some of the appeal to this, to be honest. I absolutely love it. Next up we have Silversoft Starship Enterprise. A word that I can't say, probably. It looks like penetrator, but I think it's penetrator with the T and the R in kind of a V shape. Either that or I just need glasses. Yeah, it doesn't help me on the side either. Penetrator or penetrator, depending on how you write. I don't know. A classic game. We have Jetpack. Fantastic. Love it. Want to get some of these old games. The Adventures of St. Bernard. I don't know what this guy's doing. It's like being chased by a polar bear, jumping on seals which look like they're... Well, this guy looks a bit freaked out, but the rest of them look like they're quite happy about it. But yeah, that is The Adventures of St. Bernard. I love that. I'm definitely plugging that in and giving it a go. Stick them in there because they're in the box. We've got 2 boxes of cassettes. They say 5. This one's only got 4. I don't know if there's anything on the set tapes. I haven't actually been through this box, so this is kind of first look at some of these games, to be fair, other than the ones that I could see sitting on top. So, yeah. 911 TS, sponsored by Dunlop Tyres. Now, this is a fantastic cover. You probably can't make this out, but we've got the wheel of a Porsche going towards a slippery road sign with a road closed sign and loads of traffic cones all over the place in a diversion. So, hurtling towards a road closed sign. Fantastic. Fantastic. Love it. What on earth? What on earth does that even say? So, Spellbound. Never heard of this before. So, you're a magic knight in the first of a new generation of arcade adventure style games using a unique window system. There's little speech bubbles in this. It looks like some kind of Marvel rip-off with like Thor and Doctor Doom. So, in case of it's scabby, so I'll put that there. You won't focus. But, yeah. Guy in the cape at the back, 48 hours and I'm a goner. Thor singing If I Had a Hammer. What? And the knight is saying quick, time is running out for Gimbal. Not a clue. Not a clue. Not a clue what that's all about, but fantastic all the way. Love it. By Mad Games, ironically. Next up, Apollo 2. That's a cracking piece of artwork, that. Some kind of space station thing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. See, you haven't seen my last video, yeah? Guess what I've got in here? I've got Manic Miner. I looked for this game for ages, find a copy on eBay, decent price, snap it up, then I go and pick it up in a bundle. What are the chances? Yeah, so now I have 2 copies of Manic Miner. Yes! Fan dabby dozy. Armageddon by Silversoft. Again, look at that kind of 80s spaceship artwork. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, what on earth does that say? Non-Terra 8. We'll go for Non-Terra Aqueous because I have no idea what that actually says. Amazing bit of artwork on the cover though. Is that so? That's some kind of droid by the look of it, getting smashed in the chest by some kind of cannonball, just battling over backwards. Beautiful bit of artwork. That deserves to be on a poster. I can't really do it justice on my camera because I got too much reflection in it, but look at that. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Next up, I think it's by Hot Games that called Rasputin. Either it's called Hot Rasputin. He'd have been welcome in here the other day. So that's some kind of Medusa face. It's a Firebird game. So Sean, if you're watching like Retro Games Revived, you collect Firebird games. Is that a rare one? Not come across it before. What's we got? Oh, what a title for a game! What a title for a game! So from Fantasy Software, Beaky and the Egg Snatchers. Fantastic. Beaky and the Egg Snatchers. What have we got next? Oh, see what I was saying, there's no copyright infringements on these games. Look at this one, we've got Chiller. So no, can't see anything there. Chiller. What would that be? Driller, Pillar, I don't know. Chiller. No. Yeah, Chiller. No, can't think of anything. Copyright infringements there. Next up, by Mogul Games, Mushroom Alley, and that's one pissed off looking caterpillar. He looks proper moody, and all his little buddies hiding on the mushrooms, protecting the mushrooms. Got so many more games in here. Right, what else we got? We've got a 2-in-1 game here. We've got Nasha and Spectipede. What's these ridiculous words that I can't say? Non-Terra Aqueous, Spectipede. I'm not able to pronounce such words. Name them proper names I can say. Match Point Tennis. Beautiful bit of Spectrum artwork on that one. Love it. Finders Keepers by Mastertronic. Dark Star. It's a nice 80s artwork on a pure white background. The irony. Here we go. Terror DAC 2 in 4D. See, kids these days don't know what they're missing. They had 4D back then. Don't know if that's the monetary term, 4D, of what it cost, or if that was just no, you're being an idiot. 4-dimensional graphics. So not 3D, 4-dimensional graphics on the ZX Spectrum. We're going backwards, people. We're going backwards. Brain Damage, which I don't know how it can be called brain damage. There's a picture of a tank on there, for crying out loud. So yeah, brain damage with a tank. So if you got hit by a tank, you probably would. Daley Thompson's Decathlon by Ocean Games. Oh, what? No, I love this. We'll take a moment of reflection on this game and just look at the cover because it's amazing. It's a game called Stop the Express, and this artwork is beautiful in itself. So you can see this guy. He's swinging onto the train with his knife, kicking this dragon properly in the head, trying to kick him in the face off the train, while this dude just wanders nonchalant on the top of a train, just wandering over. What an amazing piece of artwork. I mean, it's not even a dragon, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a snake. It's got no legs. Snake with bird wings and like a dragon's head. Yeah, and he's swinging on, kicking it with his knife. What on earth? I'm so Your mission to stop the express and capture the red man, your ally, the snake bird. Oh, so it is a snake bird. So if it's your ally, why is he kicking it in the face? I don't know, but I can't wait to play it. That looks absolutely fantastic. Your partner's a snake bird. Jesus, these people had a lot of cheese before going to sleep and dreaming out these games, didn't they? Micro Mega. No idea, other than it's called Micro Mega. Next we have One Man and His Droid. That's a cute little cover, I like that. One Man and His Droid. Oh, so I couldn't see that before. That's like a little robot dog chasing a robot sheep. He's wearing a spacesuit, so it's kind of some kind of robot alien space sheepdog game. I don't know, but it looks fantastic. And then we've got another Bug Bite game. We've got Pool. Fantastic. ZX16 Spectrum Pool. And then we move on to the bigger games. So I've kind of done them in size order. Not really any particular reason for that. But we've got Sidetracks in these bigger cases. I don't open these. Oh. Probably not going to open them, to be fair, this one's fallen out. So nice big chunky case with instruction booklet in there. I feel it's got a game in, which is awesome. Starion or Starion. That's David Webb. This is Brian Bloodaxe, which looks distinctly like some kind of Monty Python game. I don't know what it is, just the big life of Brian writing and a hand coming from the sky. Some kind of rhino next to a Viking on just sitting on a random chair. Fantastic. Mental. Plummet. This is a guy trying to tie up an elevator, which is shortly going to plummet with a piece of rope, because that's how you do it. Blue Max. Now that looks cracking, that does. You got the controls of a World War One for this World War One dogfight game. Shoot down enemy planes, bomb targets, strafe tanks and gun emplacements. There's a constant action on incredible 3D diagonally strolling screen. That looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing for what the graphics are. The 48k game, US Gold. Remember US Gold? Haven't seen that for years. That looks cracking. And another Gremlin graphics game. We have Rocky. This amazingly uncanny likeness of Rocky. God, it's like a photograph of Stallone. He'd be well happy with that. And in the last three, I'll save these three till last because these look absolutely amazing. So we have Alien in a big chunky cardboard case. Although I didn't open the others, this one does open. Look at that. Lovely manual. That's just kept so well. It looks like I'm a little bit crushed at some point, but yeah, fantastic. What we got? Gift from the Gods by Ocean Software. Again, with the manual in there. And then, the last one. Hold on, put that box down, it's getting heavy. Last one we have Knight's Law, which has a bit of damage on the back of the box, and unfortunately no manual, but the cassette is in there. So yeah, fantastic little I say pickup. So for the whole lot, again the guy says to me offers. I was like, geez, what is it with people today saying offers? I'm not going to go into a massive rant about it, but this time I thought, well, I'll be reasonable about it, because while I was making an offer for it, somebody was actually digging through the box. So I was like, I don't know, thinking about giving him a good kick, to be honest. Get out of my box. So I offered him 15. He wanted 20. I was down to my last 1750, which I offered, and he agreed to take it. So little box man had to sling his hook, and I got a massive pile of Spectrum games. So that is my pickup, but we're not done, because I said I'd tell you about the story. I said we'd redress it at the end. So when I picked this up, I was speaking to him about stuff, because I made a habit of it now to say, do you have any other gaming stuff? Because if I don't, I miss out on stuff. And I said to him, do you have any other gaming bits that you're looking to sell? I'll give you my number. And he said, well, I don't think so. I think we've only got the bits we actually want to keep now. We did actually have some bits last year. When we did this last year, we sold some bits. And I was like, oh yeah, playing a little bit coy, because I bought some bits up from last year. And he said, this one guy asked us if we had any bits. And we said, yeah, he came to the house. We had Mega Drive, Mega CD, 32X, the Dreamcast, a couple of Xboxes. He even took the broken Xbox. He just made us an offer for the whole lot. And I was thinking, oh no, I can't believe I missed out on this. And so I was like, well, take my number. If there's any other bits that you're looking to sell off, drop me a line. You never hear back from these people if you do that, but maybe one day I will. I was like, drop me a line if you do. And anyway, I went home and I got a message from the reseller chap, because I speak to him now on, I got his number, and I messaged him and that, and he was like, oh sorry I missed you at the boot sale, I had to kind of head off, went to work. Did you get anything good? And so I said to him, I've got this massive Spectrum bundle I'm absolutely chuffed about, and I got it from these people, and asked if they had anything else, and they said about all this other bits, and he was like, oh yeah, I think that was me, mate. So I was like, oh no. So last year, when I went away thinking that I had absolutely done the guy and taken everything like from under his nose, he goes back and he gets a Mega Drive, Mega CD, 32X, shed over the consoles, and I think it says based on something like 150 quid for the lot. So the moral of the story being, don't get too cocky, which nobody should do anyway. Nobody should do that anyway. It's only me being a prat that does that. But always ask. Always ask. If you see some games, just ask them if they've got anything else. Sometimes they say, no, I haven't got anything else, and then they go, oh, I haven't got anything else except all of these old games in the back of the car, and then you think, well, why did you say that in the first place? But no, they say, no, I haven't got anything else, and then it turns up, and they do. So yeah, anyway, I don't mind too much. I've done fantastic bit of dealing there to get this. I'm really chuffed to have some more Spectrum games in my collection, because I've been loving playing this. So yeah, that is my midweek Spectrum pickup. I hope you stayed to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and you know, what are the chances of that happening? To be fair, I'm absolutely chuffed. If you haven't already, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do enjoy what I do, if you can drop the video a like, ring the bell for more content, and if you haven't already, please, if you can drop me a subscribe. I really appreciate all the people who subscribed. Every one of you are fantastic people. I don't thank you enough for coming and supporting me, and you know, bringing me back to make more of these videos. So thank you very much, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for sticking with us. Anyway guys, I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the week, and those of you coming to Doncaster this weekend, I'll see you there. Nothing left to say, but thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care everyone, and bye bye.